Do we have a favourite memory of the house?
My favourite memory of the house is... Okay, it involves Becca, unfortunately. But on the very first... I think it was September 28th. And I didn't really know Becca that well. Thankfully, we've grown to be very good friends. But she sort of sent me a text saying, "Hi, I'm sort of finished my night. Where do you guys live?" And I was like, "Well, can't Adam walk you home?" And she was like, "No, he's going to stay out a bit longer." I was like, "Okay, well, I'll come pick you up then." So
I denied it, but he insisted.
So I walked to Bridge, which isn't that far, and I picked up this girl wearing ridiculous heels and a very short skirt, and I thought, "Fucking hell, I'm not letting you into my house."
For coffee or a little tea time.
Anyway, she was struggling in her heels, the poor thing, and we got to about number 11 West Street, so two doors away from our home, and she said, "How much further have we got?" And I was like, "It's literally just like across the bridge, down the road, and then past the piece of road, and then we're there." So she took off her heels, and it had been raining, and she said, "Fuck that." And she took off her heels, and then I was just like, "Oh shit!" And then she walks off, and I just moved to like 13 West Street and put the key in the door. I'm like, "You're gonna hate me," and I just opened the door, and the look on her face, yeah, it was cracking.
I laughed it off.
She did, and the fact that she dealt with it so well, I sort of realised that I'd found a keeper.
So one of my favourite memories of the entire house is actually in the bathroom, because we didn't do a favourite moment for the bathroom, but happy coincidence. Andy is rather lazy when it comes to shutting the door. So he doesn't suffer from the kind of the need to be private as much as the rest of us do. So he was on the loo doing his business. But the door was slightly open, so I came merry along the corridor, wanting to go to the loo as well. I ran down I was merrily jumping away, ran down, pushed the door open, at which point Andy what can only be described as mid-business, flung himself off the toilet and threw himself at the door, still with his kecks around his ankles and God knows what hanging out of his arsehole.
There's a poo.
I really hope so.
Should we do a final look at the front of the house?
Yeah. Can I also say, Tom Giles? I didn't really get to know Tom until quite late on, but he's an amazing human being, and I love him to bits. And I wish we'd become such good friends soon. But he was fucking hilarious. He loves Anthony.
Bastard for being so wonderful.
Yeah, we should round it off.
We're going down outside.
Should we go to the front door?
We're going to the front door. Yeah. Downstairs. Becca's leading the way. We've got Tom. Do you remember that vase used to be there? We used to have a green vase, which was like kind of centrepiece, but then it became Martha's puke bucket. Yeah. Down the corridor, living room.
Goodbye, 13 West Street.
Right, and we're coming outside.
That's going to 12 West
And
Street.
that is it. That is 13. What can only be described as a kind of naff salmon colour. When you look at the rest of the street, how beautiful it is, both ways. It is, to be fair, the dog of the street. But, she's... Okay. Okay. Andy, any final words?
Well, no. All I'd say is that even though the house is a bit rubbish, the people have made it, and we've had some incredible moments and incredible times in that place. And I wouldn't change that house or any of our experiences for anything.
Or climbing through the window.
I'm not sure I could say there's that, but I think there are a few things I could change.
The landlord.
The landlord.
Fucking ramen
The
noodle.
slugs. The freezing over of the toilet at Christmas.
You had to breathe out when you sat on it.
Oh god, you had to brace yourself. The mushrooms in the kitchen. The lack of television.
What do you mean lack of television? There was no television.
Well, lack of television.
Lack of television.
But yeah, but you're right. It has been bloody fun.
You had to open
It has been fun.
heating.
Has been fun.
Yeah. Quote Hamish Carmichael: Open the fridge door and let the heat in.
No, front door when it was snowing outside. Becca, open the front door and let some heat in.
I am brilliant. But yeah.
Bye.
Can I also just say, number 56 here. I was in a bit of a desperate need, and I needed some loo roll, so I went over there offering £1 for some loo roll, and she kindly gave it to me for free. So I got her a little cake as a little present. I didn't get a single little thank you note from it. Slut.
Goodbye.